Thanks for immediately coughing when you're in here while I'm on stream, Mom.
Sorry.
Right as I was about to say welcome back,
That-
I hear the biggest wheeze I've ever heard in my life.
That was incredible.
That was perfect.
I thought that was Rabbit, but nope. I guess
That's what I thought
I guess
too.
it was his mom. That's awesome.
Hope she's okay.
That's Sam.
Well, damn. How do we top that?
Super Mario Galaxy.
We're here for the.
I can't, dude. Oh my gosh.
Well, stream pigged. Bye, everybody.
What a
Yeah, we're
way
done
to
now.
start.
That's clip worthy right there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Extra Life. Let's go. 3 part 2. Which I guess when we do part. Okay, wait. Here's a bit of a continuity question. This isn't going to be the only stream we do of Galaxy. We already established this before stream, but when we do the second stream, is it going to be titled like part? Is it going to be titled Let's Go 3 Part 3?
It's gonna be.
That's gonna hurt my brain.
It's gonna be Mario Galaxy Part 2, but I'll put like a link to this stream at the top of the description.
That makes sense.
I've had to do that before, like with Thousand Year Door, for example. We did the first part of that. We did the first part of that for Extra Life, and then when we moved on to Part 2, it was just a normal stream. So we just I just put here's Part 1 to explain the title.
Fair. Disclaimer for anyone watching, all like 0 people watching. My OBS skills in terms of audio mixing, not great. So like I'm kind of checking the audio of the stream every now and then, and I am way louder than everybody else. So I'm gonna turn everyone like up a few notches.
I'll just talk louder.
Ah, there. And now I think our wavelengths
Just do what I do.
are right to say.
I need to stop replaying that cough. I need to stop. I need to stop.
Okay.
Oh. Anyway.
Wait, did it actually hit the beginning of the very beginning of the stream?
Yeah, it like
Yes, it
touched
did.
it right as it happened.
Oh, that is
So
awesome. Oh, that is classic. Okay, we're done here. The stream already peaked. But no. Skull, do you think? Because I know you got a lot of stuff to talk about while we begin.
Alrighty, so this is Extra Life Let's Go 3. You guys earned this extra part here, this playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy, for hitting our $50 goal. And we'd like to thank you all very much for that, and our $75 stretch goal as well. So, this is just a victory lap, pretty much.
God, this game's
so we got everything that we set out for and more, and that's thanks to you guys, the viewers, and Yancey helped out and brought a fair bit of attention to the stream and whatnot. So just a big thank you all.
Do it again,
for helping us raise funds for Corewell Health Children's Hospital in Royal Oak, Michigan, which is a it's a part of the Children's Miracle Network system, which Extra Life is a program of. And every day they treat 235 kids for diabetes, 295 babies in neonatal intensive care units, 2,128 kids for cancer, 2,329 kids for surgeries, and 16,200 kids with trauma. That adds up over time, of course, and your contributions go toward things like medicine, research, equipment, and some extracurricular activities, such as movies and games, and animal visits and stuff for the kids, so that they're not bored or scared in the hospital for long periods of time. So thank you so much for helping us here, and every dollar counts, and goes toward a very important cause. So that's our mission here today. Is to
Yeah.
raise some funds.
Yeah.
We doubled our goal. And
Crazy, right?
when the
Like,
last
we did not expect
yeah
that at all.
when the last part ended, we were at $106. We're at 111 now, and that's
wow.
because I went and
Ooh.
I went and donated 5 just to like make up for
Nice.
the fact that I forgot to fucking turn off the monetization at the beginning of the stream. Thankfully it didn't last long, but I'm so sorry.
I do want to clarify one thing real quick. If you see on the top right, top donor, hater of Mutsky, that was me doing a joke. just so nobody thinks that like I'm going to like hunt for someone's head chopped off. No, that was just me doing a little jokey joke.
Wow, I can't believe you. No, I'm kidding.
Real quick before we keep going, specifically to Shay and M, I know y'all like to explore VR chat worlds. There is a fantastic VR chat world of this area that recreates it perfectly. It actually kind of rips the models from this game, like reanimates it and all that sort of stuff. Quite a few secrets. My favorite, though, because if you walk over to Peach's Castle and go over to the waterfall, you will see a familiar person. I won't spoil the surprise who it is. Let's just say
I know who it is.
Let's just say he's not from any Mario property. But yeah, I think I've showed M before.
I've been to that world before.
Something tells me that was probably our first date. But
That was not our first date.
oh, well, now I'm ashamed that it wasn't. Anyway, as soon as we get here, chaos.
Oh no!
Oh no! Mushroom
Oh, but it
Kingdom's
was-
been crushed.
It was so peaceful and serene.
No.
Goodly Draws says, "What is this? Sonic Lost World or something? Man, I need to come up with more than just 2 jokes."
I do kind of want to check out Lost World at some point, just to see why people describe it as copying Mario Galaxy. Although I have heard that some of the devs were like, "Yeah, we're definitely inspired by Galaxy making this game," but I don't know how true that is.
Partially Galaxy, but like in general, like they're basically like, yeah, we wanted to get the Mario audience for this game, so
Oh,
Like
interesting.
the world themes are like the Mario themes, and to such a degree that it even goes in the same order. So you got like the grassy sort of area, followed by the desert, followed by like the fucking water world or whatever. It's like
and the last world is like, the usual Bowser lava world.
Really? Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
now, if only they could have copied the whole part that Mario plays well.
Now, if they could have copied the part where the game was good.
I only played the 3DS version. I didn't play like the Wii or whatever.
Oh, so you played the one that was even worse.
Yeah. I think I still have it, by the way.
Gyro special stages.
And you gotta like walk around the whole room in order to be able to beat one.
Yeah.
I very distinctly remember Clement being like, "I can't do these. They give me motion sickness." The special stages should not make you physically ill to play.
God forbid you try to do those on a capture card.
Oh yeah, because you're hooked up to a wire and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, in a fucking car ride or something, which is where you can usually be playing 3DS games a lot of the time.
Right. I don't think we're ever given an explanation what that UFO is supposed to be. Now that I think about it, it's just kind of here in the beginning.
I just assume it's Bowser's.
I
don't know.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's not like there's like a secret alien twist to it or anything.
Well, yeah,
It's
like I know,
Bowser.
but think about it. That could be a really cool setup for like a boss fight or something. You know, like you have to take that thing down. I don't know. Maybe if someone mods this game, kind of like how they modded Mario Sunshine. What was the mod called? Like Eclipse? Maybe they'll add something like that. That'd be cool.
Maybe.
K-Mac.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go this hard making these cutscenes, though, I will say.
And then they were like, Mario Galaxy 2? Nah, no story.
Oh man, I can't believe that Chamalik did that to you.
Chamalik.
Oh man, Copacabana just kicked your ass.
Copacabana. Mario, did you know that the statue of Jesus Christ is in Rio de Janeiro?
God. Benoy.
Oh, and then it all ties in together because at the end of the Rio Olympics, they had that animation where Mario comes out of the tube.
Oh,
and he's like,
yeah.
hey, they're going to be doing the Olympics in Japan. And everything is going to go exactly as planned.
Oh yeah. And what makes it even sadder is that that's the last Mario and Sonic Olympics game that'll ever come out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And it wasn't even that great of a game either, to be completely honest.
Mhm.
Like they just kind of peaked at the beginning.
Yeah, the best one was Winter Olympics.
Yes, the one in Vancouver.
Yeah, the big
Oh, it was so good. I think every now and then I'll still throw it into my old Wii U and revisit it every now
And
every once in a while.
London Olympics was also pretty good, but then after that they just kind of like went downhill.
Yeah.
So wow, anyway.
No, shut up. One of my favorite streams of all time was actually going through the I guess it's the festival mode of Winter Olympics.
Was I there for a little bit of that?
You were, yeah.
So I remember
you and Em were
very
there.
vaguely. I think I saw you doing. It was like skiing or snowboarding, something like that.
Yeah. It was the one of the famous clips from that was Em going, "Don't make fun of me." Really cute.
Spidey, no, this game is not educational, so you're free to enjoy it.
Oh, I think frozen the pipe.
I gotta say, between the two, I think I liked Mario is Missing a lot more because at least it felt like
I gained a new appreciation for Mario is Missing after having to watch through Mario's Time Machine.
there was at least like a clear objective, right? You know, you just smash the Koopas and then, you know, you get your little trivia blurb about whatever artifact that you got, you know, then you answer the questions and whatnot. You can move on to the next level. Really
It's a lot
easy.
more quick and to the point from the
Yeah.
looks of it.
Mario's Time Machine is like being read a history book by someone who doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like as shitty as they are, it also has like little boss fights after like whenever you complete a floor, whereas Mario's Time Machine is just like, okay, here's more levels, you know.
Yeah. That's right, Spidey. No Thomas Jefferson. Just Rosalina. Mario's Time Machine, more like Mario's Time Waster. You know,
Yeah.
we at least raised money for charity over those 5
That's
hours.
the good
so-
thing that came out of those games. The
Yeah.
5 straight hours of us playing that.
And you know, we got the Mario 1 breaks as well, so
Yeah. What I learned from those two Mario educational games is they both equally give me a headache, and I never want to experience them again.
Yeah, I think I kind of feel the same way about them that I did when I did the Oink reward. It was like I've played 2 hours of this, and I feel like I don't have to play any more again.
Yep.
Oink. Oink, ladies and gentlemen.
Oink wasn't a bad game, but it's definitely not one of those arcade type games that you should play for 2 fucking hours in a row.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, okay, I got the gist of this. I never need to play this again.
Yeah.
It'd be like a good time waster game, I feel.
Play it for like maybe 15 minutes at most.
Yeah, if you're just like waiting around on something, like Oink would be pretty good for that. That's what I do with Pac-Man 256 a lot of the time. Like if I got like some food in the oven or something, and I'm just kind of waiting for the timer to ring, then I'll just throw that on.
Yeah.
We went to talk to this little dude first. It's like, hey man, help me out of here. I'm stuck in this tube. I'm stuck in this jar. They said they're gonna fill it with something. Help me get out of here.
Hey there, Mario. I'm stuck.
Can you help me?
Best friend.
If you do, you'll be my best friend.
Not even Rory will help me out of here, Mario.
I don't want to be your best friend.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, Mario. Well, fuck you, Cal.
Well,
Mario can
Fuck
suck
you,
my
Stan,
balls.
and fuck you, Kyle.
suck my balls, Mr. Mario.
Big.
Oh, big boy.
Oh,
He's a biggin. Forgot how to beat these guys. There we go.
big guy. He's
And the funny thing is that
large.
that's like the only time we see him in this game,
Big Goomba.
as far as I can remember. Unless that giant galaxy is in this game and not 2 that I'm thinking of.
I think that's in 2.
I don't remember. It's in a Mario Galaxy game. There's that.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 he he he. Silly me, silly you. This is our brain at nearly 10 at night after constant Mario educational games.
This is crack.
Well, honestly, crack was probably better than playing Mario is Missing, so. Ow. That's my punishment for saying
This is Mario's time machine.
that. This is your brain on Mario's time machine. Oh,
Just like fucking the frying pan breaks in half.
Eddie here says I'll go play Mario is Missing for a bit, and then I'll probably share my thoughts.
You go do that.
He comes
Yes,
back.
tell us what you think.
He comes back with a very blunt message, like 10 minutes later. It sucks.
Yeah, well, I think it stinks.
I can tell you right now, I definitely would not have been able to play it for more than a few minutes when I was his age.
Yeah.
You got a grandster.
If you couldn't tell, we're playing the HD version from the Switch.
It's HD Euler.
Honestly, playing this version of the game is much more comfortable than having to use the motion controls with Which, like, I don't dislike using motion controls. Is not what I'm saying, but it's just doing it in like a stream environment where we're already kind of laid back, and then I have to kind of wobble my arms around and then try and position the Wiimote to where it picks up the cursor. You know, kind of hard.
Mm.
So I'm still like a bit close to my screen, so that's kind of why I think it had a problem picking up the the hand beam or whatever it's called, the cursor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, some streamers would still think that this version is very what the fuck motion controls, dude. Okay, but honestly, this looks pretty alright to me.
The only thing hard about Wii games having so many motion controls, it makes it harder to play on Dolphin. I mean, what?
Huh? What?
Huh?
Where?
Huh?
I mean the perfectly legitimate Taiwanese exclusive PC version.
Totally.
Yep. Ah,
think
the
you're referring to
soul,
the,
man.
Forgot.
Sorry.
I think you're referring to the NVIDIA versions they made of those. Are you?
You know, I completely forgot that was a thing that existed, but
Yeah, it is the Chinese NVIDIA version.
Yeah, that they did in fact do that, and that's pretty wild actually.
Of Galaxy, in fact, had one of those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Didn't they had one for Mario Kart Wii too, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty cool.
Someone should leak
Wow.
this.
Indeed.
That'd be.
I mean, they'd be
Indeed.
in Chinese, Brandon, but
I'm sure someone could.
Mod
Yeah.
them to have the English versions.
Yeah. It's not like they have to make a new script or anything. They just have to copy paste everything back in.
Yeah, true. I think we're onto something here.
MGC. Hunk.
Indeed, click.
Super Mario Honk.
Super Mario Honk. Coming soon to the Wii. Fuck you.
We'll be right back with the Weird Al Show. Ah!
Did you miss me?
That really should have just been one of the "We're Back" bumpers. Just
I
him
would love
fucking
that.
screaming. Yeah, because he already put his "Bite Me" song as like the production
end credits
vanity
singer
plate.
production vanity plate. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like just throw in another thing to just fucking scare people.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die! Ah!
9/11's gonna happen in 5 years.
Oh dear.
Weird Stradamus.
Weird Stratomus.
Only he knows. And he can't do anything about it.
I can predict the future, but I can't change it.
That's all that
Let's
power,
see here.
all the knowledge and power behind that hair.
Good.
Yander's
Lisa's
massive
not really-
Jufro is just a giant brain.
Go ahead.
Billy
Skull.
earlier said that really ruptures my farms. I think that was
Damn it.
like way earlier. Yancey says Super Mario's for the fucking Wii. And Eddie
Fucking-
says Ear Booker Productions. I think that's what it was called. I couldn't quite tell behind the rapidly flashing imagery and
Yeah.
Al screaming.
It's kind of hard to read when it's just constantly alternating from like black and white 50 times
I
a
was
second.
elected to lead, not to read.
You just get that, and then immediately afterward, you get the nice professional Dick Clark Productions look.
You're right, yeah.
Ow.
No, I got stuck.
You fool!
I'm not a fool. I just made a mistake. I guess. I couldn't even tell you what happened there. Hello,
You got to jump on somebody.
That killed me? I was jumping on him! The weirdest way I've ever died in this game.
Well, hopefully it gives you the Mario one thing where you know, equivalent exchange and all that.
It just lets you bullshit like the next few enemies.
Yeah. Eddie says the audio for that logo is also on the Off the Deep End CD. Yeah, like I said, the Bite Me song.
That's what that audio's from?
Yeah, it's just called Bite Me. It's a little longer on the album, but if like it was originally made so that anyone who say played the album at a party or whatever left it on inadvertently for like the next 10 minutes. So it's like it's like You Don't Love Me Anymore, 10 minutes of silence, and then all of a sudden you know.
Really?
Yeah,
that's incredible. I wow. That's like strangely mean for Weird Al, but also pretty funny.
Yeah, man, dude was ahead of his time, you know, 1996.
Yeah.
Goodley says, you know what's funny is they have a Weird Al, but we also have a guy named Normal McDonald, and they were both. I don't know if the norm was for normal.
You don't know that.
Have you seen his weekend update?
Yeah. He loves orange juice.
God.
He hates Smooth.
Ansi says, I've died in some weird ways in this game. Eddie says, reminds me of the bonus track on Da Vinci's Notebooks Brontosaurus album. Huh?
We've learned not to question Spidey's recommendations and tastes a long time ago because nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows. Weekend update was great. I always felt informed. It was the only news I ever watched back then.
I mean, it is the most reliable news source, even though it's from like 30 years ago. Even so.
I mean, they still do Weekend Update, so
Well, they do.
You can still say that it is.
I'll
Like
admit
the one
some
thing
of
they've
it
been
these
doing
days
this whole
are
time.
pretty funny. Might be like the last remaining bit of funny that SNL has, but still, it's effort. Oh, angry baby.
And nowadays, the news is like you get some guy sitting at a presser just being like, I feel like that's a clickbait question. Lazy reporting.
Something tells me that no matter what questions they asked him, that was still going to be his answer.
That was totally what was gonna go down.
Yeah.
They could have asked him the most insightful question known to man. He's like, I feel like that's a clickbait question.
It literally could have just been like, John, compare your first championship to this one. I think that's a clickbait question. Yancey says, I didn't even know that Starbit enemy existed. Holy shit, I've never seen that. And then Goodley says, I joke, but what's funny is, if you watch Legacy Media, you're actually less informed as to what's going on. You have to go to a VTuber or some neat.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't know why Goodley's comment there reminded me of some fucking list video or maybe a YouTube short. It was fucking something I saw recently where like this lady had like thousands upon thousands of hours that she recorded on videotapes for years,
Oops.
She recorded like everything on television in her area for
Oh, yeah.
from like the 70s to at least the 90s. Just to make sure that all of that was still around somewhere, and like Internet Archive has been digitizing the collection for a long time.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. Mario is missing NES update. I got lost and stopped playing.
Oh, it's also
Hey, that
for
described-
the NES?
Oh yeah. NES, Super NES, PC, maybe something else. I don't know.
They're all ass.
But Eddie, that basically describes the stream that I did of it the first time.
Let's
just
see,
kinda-
it's on NES, Super NES, DOS, Mac, and Windows. So yeah.
God. Why couldn't have that been a CDI game?
They wanted to
Considering the
do an
vast
edutainment
majority
game
of-
for CDI, but it didn't work out.
Considering the vast majority of CDI games are educational, that would have actually been fitting too.
They also tried to do a direct Mario World sequel for a bit.
Super Mario's Wacky Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then that kind of became... Well, no, I'm not kind of. The first Yoshi's Island was titled Mario World 2.
Mario World 2, yeah.
Oh.
In its beta versions, it was actually called Super Mario Brothers 5, so...
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think we got to go back to Mr. Blue.
I like the idea that I've just implanted in my own head now that Miyamoto took a look at that test build and was like, "This is shit."
And, like, he doesn't even say it normally. He just says it, like, exactly the way you delivered it in perfect English.
This is shit garbage.
Mm. It's the only
I
thing
hate it, and get rid of it.
It stinks, and I don't like it.
You're being labeled as a troll.
Yeah, well, you know what I think about this? It's cold.
So happy to be the technical advisor for Super Mario's Wacky World, so...
Okay, alternate universe where Ronnie Dangerfield plays Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I want his characterization to be exactly like Rover Dangerfield, where he's just making some fucking quip like for every single thing that's ever said to him. Mario,
Hey,
we're about to
Luigi, what's
die.
with all these dinosaurs? It's just like my career.
Mario, we're about to die.
In Queens? Jeez.
Who would have thought? Oh, man.
Couldn't I have died at a strip club instead?
Oh, we got heart spam.
Yippee.
Heart spam.
Mario's a giant head. Mario has a head and he's not dead.
He's not?
No.
I am immortal.
I'm a tire.
Oshita.
Biggest
got
problem
some,
about this game is when you try to position yourself in a certain spot on these planets, and you kind of have a little bit of a struggling with what position you want to get in, because you know, like,
Depth perception.
yeah, depth perception is kind of struggling here. You know, I wasn't even trying to make a joke out of that, but then I realized how I said the word struggling.
You said it exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of become just a normal stim that I do, I guess, now.
Struggling.
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 Oh my god.
Egg.
Exactly.
Oh man,
Fucking
dude, you were overeating. My god, you're gonna explode like the Yoshi's Island commercial.
No.
You have the power of God at your fingertips and you use it for inflation.
God.
Just one more bite won't kill ya. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I don't know how this was
Darn
supposed to sell you the game, but hell,
Right?
it worked.
Probably the grossest video game commercial ever. Or just commercial.
Oh
period.
yes, a man graphically exploding. Yes, lovely.
Yeah.
This is everything I need to know about Yoshi's Island, which
Actual
is to
game.
say nothing.
Very cutesy, featuring crown-like drawings. Commercial.
Yeah.
Rama.
Dude exploding and then parts of food that he ate splattering onto the game that we're advertising. Makes sense to me.
And then, of course, compared to the Japanese commercial, where it's just like a bunch of, you know, Yoshis roaming around in a lighthearted environment.
I mean, it's the '90s. Edgy, gross-out humor was the norm. back
Yeah.
then.
It really was.
Then that kind of carried over to like mid-2000s YouTube in a way.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's always carryover for a while.
Yeah. Alright, Mario, we're gonna get the princess. She's gonna give you a kiss. You're gonna get laid. 8-year-old.
You're gonna get laid, just like my wife.
Meant. She's gonna lay down on top of you because it'll be really cold. Then you'll be kind of scared.
Wahoo!
Go store.
Wahoo. It's really cold. Wahoo.
Yeah, it's me, Mario.
What started us just saying like every one of of Rodney Dangerfield's punchlines is cold?
I think I said it in context, and then if I remember correctly, like you just started referencing it.
I was like, oh, it's really cold. Because I know like he's famous for one-liners. I just don't know how to how to make one-liners. So cold. I think I forgot to mention, we are probably going to play this game as much as possible in terms of streams. So, especially if we're having a lot of fun, my main goal is to 100% this game.
Oh shit.
So
Chicken
yeah.
caliente.
Ooh.
Hey, why'd the chicken cross the road? To fuck my wife!
Oh my god.
Oh, Super Mario Frustration. We were actually we were talking about that earlier, Yancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Mario, we gotta do this. Apparently, that's where Trip learned the word "fuck."
I wasn't joking. Because I had
I'm going here to play some Super Mario fucking Brothers!
Because remember when YouTube, that was a lucky kick. When YouTube came out for like the Wii, and you could buy it on like the Wii Shop channel or whatever, and that was like my main source for watching YouTube in the late 2000s.
I'll tell you how old I am. I watched that video before YouTube even came out.
Oh wow!
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know
Well-
that video predated YouTube. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I think it did actually. I think that one's.
You can
from,
find it
like,
on like Google Video and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was from 2004, if I want to say correctly. But
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't see it until it was posted on YouTube. I think that was in 07. I know I saw
Yeah.
it in 07. I don't know if the video itself was posted there in 07.
So like it had to be 09, maybe or as early as 08 and later into 10, 11, when I was mainly just watching YouTube on the Wii for entertainment purposes. And I obviously I understood what it was for. So like naturally me being a Nintendo kid, I wanted to watch some cool Mario videos because people were creative. And that happened to be one of the videos I came across. I think that's probably how I later discovered Stupid Mario, I want to say. Because that was a...
Oh man, what a way to discover it though, by watching YouTube on the Wii.
Yeah?
Hmm.
That's incredible.
Yeah, very 2000s way to do it, honestly.
Goodly here said, what if they made a game called Mario Fallacy, where it's just a game about Mario debating you, but he keeps loudly interrupting you with, bad faith, bad faith.
So like a Jubilee video, got it.
The most controversial Mario video game of all time.
Well, you see, you are nitpicking and biased. I win. Bye bye.
Yancy says it was popular on Nico Nico for a while.
Yeah,
I don't doubt
what I mean, like if you watch the video, the Nico Nico logo was still there.
Oops. I'm gonna make you
That's
guys
interesting.
feel old
I don't
because I don't know
remember-
what Nico Nico is.
It's a Japanese video site.
Yeah, it's like Japanese YouTube pretty much. It's still
Gotcha.
very popular over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The English version didn't really take off, so it's mainly confined to Japan. But yeah.
Fuck.
Like it works a bit differently in that like when you comment, like the comments go over the video.
Huh.
Yeah, and the Angry Video Game Nerd actually got really popular over in Japan because like people posted subbed episodes over on Nico
That's
Nico.
awesome.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a Japanese dub of Angry Video Game Nerd?
Asu!
Oh my God.
Nani Bugs the Bunny? Damn it! Struggling. These bills
Well,
are
We're gonna get a coin.
Yeah, I need to go grab that.
Eddie here says one of the first YouTube videos I watched was a compilation of Homer Simpson clips. Not a bad way to
Go.
start.
It's kind of fun to look back on like what you used to watch on the interwebs back in the day, especially if you were young in those ages like I was, because
Yeah.
you explored a few things, you learned some things that you probably shouldn't have, but still, I mean, overall, on the bright side, I like never came across porn or anything, so I think I'm happy overall about what I saw back in the day. I am really, I am choking
fucked
here
up.
in this.
What are you trying to
galaxy.
do? You just gotta like
I'm just-
spin the crystal up there.
Oh, I gotta spin it? I don't know why I thought I had to lead the fucking bullet bill up there. We were so caught up in conversation, I kind of forgot how to play, so I apologize for that.
It's alright.
But, yeah. 'Cause that's kind of one reason why I like to look back on, stuff like Stupid Mario, for example, or who remembers the Cute Mario Bros and stuff, those guys. Because, like, back in the day, there was a whole lot of charm and creativity when someone just had a camcorder and they uploaded their stupid things to the U of Tubes. It was fun.
I watched a lot of Mario Flash animations that I was way too young for on Newgrounds and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like I remember watching one of those, and my friend was like, "Look, Mario gets arrested because he's gambling," or something. and like, do you see it's like footage from Mario 3, but then all of a sudden these like blue and red lights start flashing, and the theme song from Cop starts playing. Next thing you know, he's in jail. He's going, "Mama fucker."
Yeah. You know you got a good animation when they do motherfucker.
Right. I think I saved a couple of old videos from YouTube back in that day. And I think I have it on like the liked playlist. I have to find one because one was like Smash Brothers in real life. And it was like obviously just a bunch of like high school kids at the time with really bad costumes and shit. I guess they didn't have a pair of overalls. So their substitute for Mario was just a dude with a red cap, gave him like a toy gun and called him Ghetto Mario.
Oh.
Oh man.
Rabbit, do you remember like back in like 2007 or 08 or so? There was like a good few like Pokemon in real life videos that had like a bunch of photoshops in it.
Yeah.
Oh
of real
yeah.
creatures. Yeah, man.
Where it was
Yeah,
like they photoshopped
those were
real
sure a
animals
thing.
to look like Pokemon.
Yeah,
I remember those.
those were the days. Windows Movie Maker slideshows were considered an acceptable form of storytelling.
Oh God, yes.
What's a beautiful innovation for YouTube, I guess is not the correct word, but you know what I mean. A great feature of YouTube is the before feature, where you can just hit before, and then a year, and then it'll give you videos that came out before said year. And I think that's really, really cool when you want to look back on old videos like that. So if you go like before 2011 or something, you'll get stuff from like the late 2000s. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
You could be like, what's the oldest video that somebody ever uploaded about this specific thing?
Yeah. I think one video recently went viral because it was a video of just a guy flipping off a Best Buy. And that was it.
I remember you showing me that.
Oh, did I? Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Eddie says nowadays it's all AI shit. I wouldn't say it's all, but
No.
like the creativity of YouTubers has definitely evolved into something that's perhaps a little more samey than it used to be. Because like back in the day, everyone used to have like their own unique feel.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of channels these days, like, you know, there are a lot of good content creators, but it's very hard to make yourself feel unique now. Because
all the niches have pretty much been done by this point.
A lot of content feels very interchangeable, and like if you don't have that one or two things, whether it be the look of your videos, the way that you edit, your presentation, your delivery of lines or whatever, you know, if you don't have that, then you're just every other YouTuber, you know.
So I paused the game because I'm grabbing a photo that admittedly only people at VC are gonna see, but it's like YouTube in 2009. You got Chocolate Rain, you got Badgers, you got the SNL skit of What Is Love, and then YouTube now. It's just a bunch of people like Mudahar and Critical and just a bunch of other like commentator people just sitting in front of their camera with a microphone in hand or something similar to that. It's just that's kind of the new formula now. Like people are really into video essays, and I'm kind of guilty of that too because I really like documentaries and stuff. Like Shay and I will just sit for a couple hours and watch documentaries about like tornadoes and stuff, you know, because there is a demand for that, but also I do admit I do miss the old charm of like actual creativity and people doing their own thing. So when something creative comes up, I'll always like put it in a group chat or put it in a server, be like, hey, check this cool thing out because it's it's fun to look at.
Well, that's so well depicted. Good lord.
It is pretty crazy.
Damn.
Let's see here. Yancey said Bulbasaur is just a frog, and yeah, it would be like stuff like that, or like you get like a picture of a lizard that they color orange and put like a fireball on. Oh my God, it's Charmander.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
then Goodly here says, "I loved Bowser's Kingdom back in the day, and you are a fucking OG, dude.
Yeah.
Bowser's Kingdom, hell yeah.
I got
You
a
know.
stinger.
Oh.
I feel like Bowser's Kingdom had more humor than that, but yeah, that's definitely a sign of the times. And in that respect, I think that it can be safely and you know it can be said well. I don't know why I struggled so much with that. That
Struggling.
you know we've we've moved on from that sort of stuff in a positive way.
Well, now I have to know what it's all about. I have to see this now.
What, Bowser's Kingdom?
Yeah, maybe I have seen it in the past and just like kind of either.
I'd be kind of
refreshed it or
surprised
forgot
if you hadn't seen it at any point.
Yeah,
but
I feel like it's something that I have been exposed to at some point, but I just don't quite remember.
They even made a cameo in like Super Mario Brothers Z at one point. That's how big
Yeah.
those animations were back then.
Oh, well, I gotta see this now. I gotta get a little checky.
Hell yeah, dude. And then Goodley also said, or well, Yancey said, "This situation is crazy." A very, very typical like YouTube video title these days.
Yeah, this drama is insane. Drama is getting out of hand. YouTuber must be stopped or something. And it's normally just like a political Twitch streamer saying something deranged, you know, or
Blank
some really
is finished.
Yeah, some really stupid shit. It's like, granted, as someone who occasionally enjoys the downfall of bad people, and it has to be someone who's like a really big piece of shit for me to enjoy their downfall. I don't like to constantly consume that, you know. It becomes slop at some point, you know.
Becomes slap.
Slap,
as the kids say. Yeah.
And then Goodley said, "Critical and Mudahar are Echo Fighters."
Yeah.
When it comes out, my Nightmare Before Christmas video essay is going to be crazy. Yancy says Bowser's Kingdom is just when me and Goodley stream. Eddie here says, sometimes I like to look at ancient fan websites. It's a lost art. People used to post fan comics, reviews, and stupid forum posts. And that's something my little brother was, like, he got on a bit of a 2000s nostalgia trip and was sending me, like, a bunch of memes and screenshots and stuff. And one of the things that he said, and I didn't really think about it until he told me, was that he misses the idea of people having like their own personal websites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a real big thing in the 90s and the 2000s, and then that kind of like died when sites like Tumblr and whatnot came around. So you know, you could get a good look into someone and their interests from like their personal website.
The introduction of Captain Toad.
Oh fuck!
Can you turn the light off, please? My eyes.
This is
no.
Mario's
It's the Super Nintendo versions of Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2.
Mario's POV here is trying to drive on an Arkansas interstate at like 6:30 in the evening. Everyone turns their brights on for no reason, and I don't know why. I feel like around here they just kind of hand out free driver's license like they're fucking hotcakes. It's ridiculous. Anyway, personal gripes aside. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
But yeah, like the personal websites are like the
wrong tab. I don't want that open.
The fandom websites back then. There's one that I used to frequent when I was a kid called Power Rangers Central, something like that. That it's as far as I know still around today, and that's fucking cool. Because like sites like that do not exist these days.
It's I don't remember what the video was called. It was something along the lines of like everything's losing its personality, something like that. And he made a very good point where old YouTube was very, very customizable, very like personalize what you can make your channel look like. Now, just like every other site, you have a profile picture and you have a little banner. The same thing can be said here for Discord, which is what we're using right now. And it's like that throughout every single social media
that's just
site.
the internet in general since like the 2010s. Everything's homogenized and clean looking.
Yeah. Which like for a user-friendly standpoint, that's okay, but also you can only do so much, without...
There's not really any room for individuality anymore. No.
And that it's kind of sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, it blows.
I'm excited for when the days of minimalism is behind us and we actually bring back personality to basically anything.
Yeah.
That'll be
see what you posted here in the server is a good example of some of the stuff. Like people just like, I remember seeing like someone photoshopped a DualShock with like 8 million buttons on it. It's like, dude, a PS4 controller coming out 2012.
Oh man.
I can't wait until like our generations get put in charge of things and like they just obliterate oversimplified logos.
We're probably gonna put a whole lot of things that were normal in the or just kind of echo things that were normal in the 90s and 2000s and kind of bring that sort of charm and personality back without the problematic things, I will say, but we'll bring back the charm, we'll bring back the personality, the style, and that sort of thing. I'm excited for that, personally. Because, like, even things as simple as, like, I'm looking at an empty Coke can next to me, just plain red, or an empty, like, Pepsi can. You look at that as well, just plain blue. But you look at those same exact cans from, say, 10 years ago, they have a lot more personality. 15, 20 years ago, there's a whole lot of shit going on. That's why drinks like Baja Blast is so possible. I lost my train of thought. It's so popular because there's a lot of personality in the can and in the packaging itself, and also it's a good fucking drink. So I feel like we're kind of on the road to bring those back. It's just gonna take a little bit. Hello,
in some cases, I'd feel like Coke and Pepsi are old enough to work fine with like the more simplistic, like just a blue background, just red background.
But I mean, come on, those older cans just go so hard. They're great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue. Buy them still. They're Coke and Pepsi, but like it's lame.
Yeah.
Like I would not argue with say a return of Pepsi's like 1997 aesthetic.
Please. Oh my god.
But I would take like this over say their 2010 rebranding where like they the globe didn't look bad necessarily, but like the bottles and shit was like just a very, very dark, almost navy looking blue.
Yeah.
And like it contrasted with the blue that was actually on the globe, so it looked weird. And they did change it a couple of years later, thankfully. But yeah, it was a weird time.
The current logo is not bad, I will say, because it pays homage to the classic Pepsi logo. So I like that.
Let's see here. Yensi says I can't even hold this controller. Yeah, imagine like one of those from those fake YouTube videos. Or I suppose the video is not fake, but like from showing the fake consoles or whatever. Imagine trying to hold that. Like, fuck's sake. It was an ugly Photoshop job. Am I crazy for saying that?
Like my wife.
She was cool.
Eddie asks, am I crazy for saying that I kind of like the oversimplified logos? Or some oversimplified?
Some are good, some are not. But
it works in some cases, like say YouTube with the play button. Like it doesn't need to be anything more than the shape, the color red, and like the play symbol on
yeah,
it. But Firefox, for instance, that's a really good example of detailed logo that got way too oversimplified over the years.
Yeah.
You know, uh, like the evolution of Internet Explorer to Edge, I think, is another good one.
Or
Uh,
non-sports people don't throw a hissy fit over this, but the de-evolution of like NBA logos where they all kind of look like a circle now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. NBA logos are kind of like the samey complaint that I was having about YouTubers earlier.
Yeah.
Before I get to our hourly message, I want to welcome Cash the Wisconsinite to the stream. Love that name. Says, "What's up, Tubbs? Goodley said he'd beat me over the head again with a folding chair if I didn't watch the stream. Well, I certainly hope that this doesn't feel like torture in that case.
What?
What?
But a good time to explain what's going on. This is Extra Life Let's A Go 3, our spring charity event. We are raising funds for Corewell Health Children's Hospital in Royal Oak, Michigan, where it's a part of the Children's Miracle Network hospital system, of which Extra Life is a program. Every hour, CMN hospitals treat 39 kids for diabetes, 39 babies in neonatal intensive care units, 92 kids for cancer, 97 kids for surgeries, and 675 kids with trauma. Which obviously adds up over time, and medical costs are quite a lot. It takes a good bit to do all the research, get the medicine, the equipment, and everything to ensure the best possible care that can be given to these kids who are in desperate need of it. Along with, say, activities, games, movies, other sort of things to help kids feel comfortable in the hospital environment over long stays, so that they're not bored out of their minds or scared. Visits with comfort animals, all that sort of stuff is worked toward with the money provided via donations to the hospitals. So every dollar counts and goes a long way to helping out these kids in need. So if you feel so inclined, if you can afford it, please do give it some consideration.
Please.
Pretty please.
Yeah. And to kind of go off of that in a way, not too long ago, it was actually after game day, in December, I had a relative in the hospital. He's fine now, but he
That's
was
good.
like he was in a recovery process, so I went and saw him. And walking through that hospital, it's a nice hospital, but there's something like eerie when you walk through the halls of a hospital. It's a safe environment, but something feels off about it. And that's me speaking as a 23-year-old man. Imagine how a child feels. So that's why I love doing stuff like this in support of kids, because God knows what they're going through. Not only just being at a hospital alone, but what they have to be treated for. What they're going through through their lives because of it. So that's why stuff like this is important to me. It's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good to support.
A fear of the
Mhm.
hospital is a very common one.
Yeah.
So for those kids and even the ones that don't have that, but like I said, some of them get bored, some of them get scared. So it's not just about the medical treatment, which of course is obviously very important, but it's also about taking care of the kids' mental health needs as well.
Yeah.
So whether it's physical injury, mental health, sickness or disease, a terminal illness, the money raised here goes toward helping kids that need that help.
Fuck.
Yes.
In short, do it.
Do it.
And if you have a problem with that, why do you hate kids in the hospital?
If you do.
Well, we don't want to go with that angle.
No.
That was more so a reference to something that now that I think about it, only I was there for. So I apologize. Long story short, one of the first games I did in football season had to be audio only for the live version of it. Because the game itself was supposed to benefit research for children's cancer. And the guy who was with me for that is like, if y'all have a problem with only having to listen to us for now and not being able to watch the game, why do you hate kids with cancer? And I thought that was brilliant. So I was kind of riffing off of that. So, in short, I was not serious. Please don't hurt me. I love you.
I may do a charity thing at some point in 100% Sunshine. What a bad game.
Bad game.
Well, I would definitely recommend, if you feel like you can do it, and everything, even if it's $1 raised, that's like we say, every dollar counts,
Yeah.
Everything helps.
If you want to do a bad game, I don't know if Sunshine's the place to look, but to each their own, I guess.
I mean,
I legit checked to see if it was Spidey who said it first.
Huh?
I said I legit checked to see if it was Spidey who said it first.
He would. But there is a fair point. There are some of the missions in that game not the greatest to do.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say. I mean, like, even the greatest games have that too, so wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad game, but it is rushed.
I'd say, like, from what I've seen anyway, because I barely played any Sunshine, but if you play it just to beat it, you're gonna have way better of an experience than 100%ing it.
Yeah.
Why do y'all think my takes are serious? Says Eddie.
I don't know, because a lot of the time you say it very blunt.
Yeah.
And through text, you like refuse to speak under except for under very special circumstances. So hard to read.
We don't understand your tone of voice, Spidey.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the time I'm just playing with the bit.
Yeah. But also, Sunshine is Charles Martinet's favorite one.
Is it really?
It is.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, you see, Spidey, I don't know you, and I've never talked to you, so... And also, Chris Line has takes that are just as bad, and he's completely serious.
If you said a sentence with 10 words, that would be mind-blowing.
No, I just hate Sunshine. It's the
said
only
two.
bad 3D Mario game. Okay, bad take, L plus ratio. What do you mean you don't agree with me? Do you know who you're dealing with?
Well, you see, you're fighting a bug.
I am fighting a bug.
Everybody knows the worst 3D Mario game is Sonic Lost World.
You know what? Objectively true.
Yeah. And that's not even the worst 3D Sonic game, really.
No. But I didn't say it was the worst 3D Sonic game. I just said it was the worst 3D Mario game.
So it's just funny. Funny.
It's the worst one that I've played, I'll say. Because I still haven't really played the original version of 06, so...
You said you have not?
I haven't.
Played 06? Yeah. Consider yourself lucky. Or I'll just mail you my copy so I don't have to deal with it anymore.
I do have a copy, actually.
Break it.
Break it? No.
Angry video game nerd it. Take a shit on it. I don't know.
Take a shit.
Wait for the recomp version.
I'm an idiot. So I think it was 2016. I saw a brand new copy of Sonic 06 for sale on Amazon, and
You know
I
what?
don't know what possessed me to buy it for $20, but I did.
Interestingly enough, that's how I got the game too. It was brand new on Amazon, but I bought it in like 2021 or something. So I was like, what?
I was just kind of like, well, I'm not gonna get the game in any better condition than brand new, so
Yeah.
so I got it, and I still haven't taken it out of the shrink wrap. It's just whenever I can set my 360 up, I for some reason am going to play it.
I will say, it is a sturdy game. It is the only disc that I own that I purposefully spiked onto a hardwood floor, and it still works.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the original Game Boy got blown up with an atomic bomb, and it still works.
That's fair.
But like a
little
regular
different, but
old disc, though.
A little. I was gonna say a little different, but kind of the same. Yeah.
Discs are pretty fragile. They're not made of Nintendium.
Nintendium. I know there's a discussion about Sunshine in the chat. I will tell you guys, probably the definitive way to play Sunshine, in my opinion, is to check out the mod for it called Mario Eclipse.
Yeah,
we've been playing around with it. You can only play it via Dolphin emulator, but it's very much worth it. A lot of quality of life changes given to the game that makes playing it a lot less stressful, a lot easier, flows way better, adds a lot of new areas to the island. I think some of which are based off of things that were intended to be in the game, or also that, or they're just also very creatively well done and original. And it's fun. It's really fun. We discovered by complete accident, by the way, that you can actually just travel across the Isle Delfino just from one level to the other. Like we went from what is it called? Fucking the first area.
We went from
Bianco like Rico
Hills,
Harbor. Yeah, Bianco Hills, and then fell into Rico Harbor. Like it was really cool. And it had some fast travel to it, like a whole train station in most of the levels. And I'm not even scratching the surface for all the things this game has, or this mod rather. Really fun.
Yeah, it's really cool how everything is just legit interconnected. And then of course it also is the thing where, for the most part, you can just go from mission to mission to mission without having to exit out of the level.
Adds new missions, adds new areas. Once you defeat Bowser, the game's not over, and it adds its own new thing. In fact, we haven't even fully completed the mod yet. It's so deep and in-depth for what you can do with it. So, I will tell you, you unlock a new hub world that you could go from Delfino Plaza back to there. It's really fun. So, I highly recommend Eclipse. It's good.
Did you mention the playable characters? Like you can play more as more than Mario?
Yeah, you can play also as Luigi. And I won't spoil the other surprise for you, but it's a really fun character to play as that I admittedly played.
He's just straight up busted from
a super busted character, not Mario, not Luigi. I play as
Shadow Mario.
More than
no.
Is it Shadow Luigi?
No,
not
a Shadow.
Is it Waluigi?
No,
unfortunately, no.
It's not an Italian in any shape, way, or form.
Kind of.
You play as P. Piranha?
No.
Imagine though.
That'd be awesome. Ghetto Mario. No.
Ghetto Mario.
Brooklyn guy.
That I would die for a Brooklyn guy playable mod in any Mario game. Oh, could you imagine? Oh. Well, now life is meaningless because we don't have that.
I'm sorry for putting that in your head.
It's okay. Brooklyn T
BRB
guy,
a quick
exactly,
moment.
Goodly. SML spotted. So if we ever do, I'm speaking for everyone here in the VC and here on stream. If we ever do play or watch anything SML, we don't watch it unless it's centered around Brooklyn guy. Like, that's how much we like this character. He's just amazing. I kind of want to go back and see if I can find like all of Brooklyn guy's appearances in like chronological order from like his very first up to now. I have a feeling there's
Some mad lad probably has made a chronological Brooklyn.
Yeah,
guy
I'm gonna
playlist.
say internet autism is a strong thing. Someone absolutely out there has made it. I guarantee you, it's got to be a thing.
He's the character who feels the most like he's from an actual show.
Yeah, for real. Like
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Goodness. I had a BRB for a short bit.
Okay.
Okay. This is a great stream. The only thing that's not great about it is that I miss Shay and M. They're in VC. They're just not saying much. And I miss them. Hi, Shay.
Hi.
It's a No Girls Allowed club.
I was looking at stuff. I'm sorry. Real.
Thing is, if Logan did put more effort in, he could absolutely have an Adult Swim show. Yeah, you're kind of right. I feel like that was the direction he wanted to go with his channel, is make the humor a lot like Adult Swim, and then he got in trouble. So,
oops.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're right. He probably could, kind of like a Smiling Friends situation.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. SML centered around Brooklyn guy with a Adult Swim budget would feed families. Like, it would simply just be one of the greatest pieces of media to ever kiss mankind.
Hello, you Brooklyn guy.
Yeah, I'm the Brooklyn firefighter, and yeah, I hate my wife.
He's very yeah.
She's really cold. Also, Yancey, don't put a curse on your friends like that. Comparing them to a soul such as I would not wish that on any of my enemies. So, mwah. Here is Olimar's ship from Pikmin 2.
Yeah, essentially.
I need to play more Pikmin, period, because that's genuinely a very fun game. I have the Wii versions of 1 and 2.
I've been playing through the series with my friend lately.
It's
and,
great.
We managed to beat 1 to 3. We're
Ooh.
currently on 4. Yeah.
Dude. Pikmin was one of those games that just broke younger me's brain because I was still really, really dumb. So, I feel like now I have much better problem-solving skills, so where Pikmin should be relatively easy.
Do you think you're pretty significantly good at Dandori?
What's that?
Dandori is the act of planning things out and strategizing what most of your days are going to be.
I can say so. I remember when I tried doing a stream of Pikmin, I kind of had that rhythm going, you know? I would say so. If I understand something fully, I like to strategize around it. So that's kind of why I like games like Paper Mario. So I think I could really just plan out where I want to go each day in like Pikmin 1, for example, what I want to pick up, what I want to do, and then get it done. Whoops. Because younger me didn't really know what he was doing. You know, he was just running around, getting all his pigmen killed, and not really collecting anything. But now I feel like I actually could get a good grasp on the games and actually play them pretty solidly. Especially 3. I really liked 3. And I feel like 4 is a lot of fun as well. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks fun.
4 is decidedly, it seems a little bit easier than the first 3, but
Really?
yeah.
Huh. Nothing wrong with that, but it is interesting.
Although I haven't really explored a whole lot of 4, and I've heard that it does incorporate mechanics from a lot of the rest of the series too, so it could just be like that only a portion of it is easier than most of the games. And there is, in fact, an Olimar side campaign that harkens back to Pikmin 1, so...
Also, you make a good point, Goodly. The Pikmin 2 ship has more rep than any ship in the series, and even the Dolphin from the first game gets less screen time. And I feel like the Dolphin could definitely be one of those, like, iconic modes of transportation for video games, you know? Kind of like how the DeLorean is an iconic car for, like, cinema. Although not as impactful, but still kind of, like, on that sort of scale. On that tier list, per se.
You're saying that the Dolphin isn't as impactful as the DeLorean, right? Not that the DeLorean wasn't impactful?
I'm saying that the DeLorean was from one of the most culturally impactful mediums of all time. And so, like, it's right there on the top of the list, is what I'm saying. Because Back to the Future is awesome.
Yeah.
It's what I'm saying. But I feel like, you know, the Dolphin should get its flowers, you know? Even, I think, doesn't Olimar's, like, Final Smash, it has the ship from 2 and not the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Because it flies up and, you know, that sort of stuff happens down below. Weird. How that works
Oh
out.
God, don't.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
No, no, kid.
Get up!
Olimar doesn't have the...
Hmm?
Olimar doesn't have the Dolphin anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, don't you remember? It got sold at the beginning of Pikmin 2. They sold it for money.
Oh, yeah. For gore. But, you know. The DeLorean also got destroyed in Back to the Future Part 3, but people still recognize the hell out of it. Different circumstances.
And then the doc came back and he was like, "Hey, Marty, I invented the Trainorian."
That's true. Marty, ABC is plagiarizing us with a new cartoon. It's called Fast the Porcupine.
The Blue Devil.
We're gonna stop them, Marty. Come on, Doc. I don't really. Marty.
Oh, Doc,
I know you're real.
Doc, you shit yourself again. God damn it, Doc.
Oh,
I
Marty!
shit myself.
I'm in Knuckles the Echidna now!
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he is in that show. I need to watch it because of that alone.
Yes, it's really good.
That's probably the best episode.
Hell yeah.
And he asks, "What am I watching?" Late night streaming. That's what-
It's not
Yeah,
that
it's
Yeah,
almost 11.
It's nearly
our
11
brains are
o'clock
blue.
Central Time. So we're kind of goofed. And also we spent the last more than 5 hours dealing with the Mario educational games, which kind of broke our brains. And not because they were
That's not-
educational.
That's not what the games are supposed to do.
Well, they failed
Yeah,
their
it's not what they're
job.
supposed to do, but that's what they did.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
Do you know anyone who owns a gun?
I'm sweating.
My God.
So,
Guns and knives can kill. I'm telling it to you.
Go to hell.
Please.
So, if I'm not
I
mistaken,
posted all of those earlier, yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, this lady, the reflection of like her wand is like the GameCube logo. But it's
I
very
think that's
stretched
right,
out. Yeah. Really interesting factoid, and not anything that you could even pick up on or notice if you even play the game. Like no matter how hard you like try to look into it or look
Yeah,
at it,
I'm like
you can't see
looking
it.
at it right, and I would not be able to tell.
The only way you know is if you hacked into the game. Which,
Yeah, and you looked at the texture for it. Yeah.
I got a story about that, about something similar to that, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Did you, Taylor knows this because I showed it to him. Did you know that Charles Martinet voices the bombs in Mario 64?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like how he voiced the booze?
Yeah. The noise that the bombs make in Mario 64 is actually produced by live sampling the Mario Here We Go sound effect and heavily distorting it.
Huh.
Oh. I was wondering if you were going the route of kind of like how for Bowser and the Booze, they use a stock sound that was recorded ironically by Charles Martinet, but like in the 80s, and they just kind of slow it down.
Yeah.
When I learned that blew my mind.
Same here, yeah.
Wild.
Like when he was recording, they're like, "Hey, you're the guy from the sample CD."
Yeah.
It's some crazy shit that you can do with like sound distortion though, because I remember my little brother needed to have like a rock crumbling sound effect for a video that he made years and years and years ago. And I guess he couldn't find one readily available somewhere, so he recorded himself with my microphone. He just said hi in Audacity. Took that clip, just fucking I have no idea how the hell he would have done it, but he messed with it so much it actually just sounded like a bunch of rocks crumbling.
That is incredible.
like cutoffs or stuff like that to. That's weird, but cool.
Yeah. So,
But just to continue with what I was doing though for a second, the Mario voice clip is live distorted, which means it's not a file they distorted and then saved into a audio file they can play again. It's literally like reading the Here We Go file and like making it distorted as you were talking to the bomb.
Yeah, so like the guy in the video like also like recorded himself saying something and replaced that file, and the bomb sounds a bit different as a
oh
result.
wow,
Yeah.
Nifty.
that is
Real-time distortion.
that's
Yeah.
incredible. Did he say incredible?
See here, Goodley says it's funny because the old Boo sound had more personality. The new one sounds snively.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It just sounds like some Japanese guy going like.
Yeah.
Okay, Snively. I want you to record sound effects for the Boos in the Super Mario Brothers game.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly that.
Let me guess. I'm too busy worrying about my hair, son. Let me guess. If I don't do it, you're gonna electrocute my balls again, sir.
Oh my god.
Uncle Julian.
Don't take my breasticles, sir.
God. I'll do it with my bare hands.
Oh god.
Hockey.
That one one joke you made last night, Rabbit, is burned into my brain forever.
Which one?
Yeah, say which one?
Which one?
Can you repeat it on
Like-
stream?
That's a good question, can we?
I could, but this is for charity. So
Yeah, think
I
of
mean,
the children. Oh, come
I
on.
just made a joke about Snively's balls being electrocuted, so we have a. I guess there is a line that we could cross, but you know.
How far though?
Yeah,
That's the
how
question.
far?
yeah, well, you know, we were talking about like those qualities of Jim Cummings' Robotnik voice, and I think everyone was making jokes, and like you're all either like laughing or talking over him, but I caught Rabbit saying as Robotnik like something to the I'm sorry.
Oh no.
The
something
wheeze.
something to the effect of
Yeah.
Can't even get to it.
Damn, I feel bad for talking over it now.
this is the goofy hour.
Way past the goofy. Yeah.
Make fun of him, yeah.
he said something like Sniffly change my color.
Yeah, change my cum diaper. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I can't believe we missed that. No.
Yeah, y'all just completely talked over me when I said that.
Is that
I'm
when
so
we
sorry.
did the slow mo for the scream when we were laughing? Was that
Maybe,
when-
there was a lot of shit going on in that 1 hour that we
Yeah.
watched this episode. I feel so bad.
Oh.
Oh man. Because that would have made my head explode if I heard that. Like,
It's currently making my
Change
head.
More than it already was.
it would have killed me, dude. We were dying, dude.
Oh god.
I just want to, I want to just binge watch Sat AM now just because the stupid shit we say while watching.
We'll have to find more funny moments.
Yeah.
To, yeah.
Because that stuff like that where it's actually like somewhat quality, but also there's like funny shit that goes on. That brings out the goofy in us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I told y'all last night that I wonder if the video of that actually still exists because we riffed on it. Me and some of my friends, we were just watching it, watching Sat AM on Netflix one day, and there was some strange animation error. I could not even describe it to you in just vocally because it wouldn't be as funny. But it was just like a strange face that kept popping up multiple times in like 3 seconds. And we were rolling on the floor laughing. And it was just simple stuff like that where we just riff off of it that were the best kind of jokes. So the fact that we can kind of do that now is fun. It gives me the real tingly in my nipples.
I remember
We're
there being an
so-
early episode. I forget which one it is, but like there's a part where they clearly just repeated a sound clip. It was of
God.
Antoine going like, oh, oh, oh. It was really fucking
God.
weird
Oh, the
sounding.
freak out. Yeah.
That, huh.
God, I have to BRB again because I laughed so hard that my eyes started watering and now it's burning like hell.
Oh, he pissed
Oh, no.
himself.
Oh, water his pants again. God damn it.
No, he has to change his piss diaper. I'm so sorry.
He changes back from.
There were a couple
sick-
times last night where this doesn't happen a lot, but I laughed so hard that like my head was really hurting and like I was getting dizzy. Like that's how hard I was laughing.
Yeah.
That's the stupid shit that we do. I think my favorite that we've done so far is the slow-mo of the animation of Antoine freaking out. Because it's
Yes.
just there's so many smear frames on that.
We rewinded so
And-
many times.
Oh my, yeah, we were dying. That's the best. When we get a chance to slow mo something. Here's what we do for anyone watching, and I highly encourage you to do it. If you're ever watching like an obscure show or a so bad it's good kind of show, Gaither's Pond, for example, and you come across a very funny moment or like a scream or a strange animated moment, slow it down because it makes it 10 times funnier. Like slow the video down to the slowest I could put, like 0.25, I think it is, for how slow you can make it. It is absolutely hilarious, especially when it's like old CGI and their faces stretch out and shit and they're screaming. Kind of like a scene like that, what the enemies here is doing. You'll be crying. You'll be crying laughing.
I remember like the main one last night was like Robotnik's teeth.
Yes.
Oh,
He sounded like a car motor speeding down the highway, slowed down. It was amazing. Oh my god, it was incredible.
Like a motorbike or something.
It straight up sounded like that. And like his face stretches out where he's like a full on triangle. Like I know he has a pointed head, but he's squared. At that
he was
point,
evolving.
Yeah, like he was becoming a volcano. It was incredible. Oh man,
Spidey, I'm still processing the message. What's there to process more of? It's you.
There's nothing complicated about that, Spidey. It's just truth bomb.
I worked very hard on that picture, Spidey, and I'm sad you don't appreciate what I did for you.
Yes, she did.
For like 2 minutes, I fucking worked hard.
Yeah. You just slapped a face on it and called it a day. It was such hard work.
Yeah, that was my productiveness. You're welcome. I don't even remember where I was at. That's fine. I'll be honest.
I'll frame it on the wall right now. He says, "Incredible."
Thank you. That makes me happy. That's all I use my drawing of my phone now. Is just doing shit edits like that.
Put another in the do, baby. I like when they, I guess, recompose old songs like this, reimagine it,
remix, yeah,
refresh. I was watching my friend Froggy play Mario Kart Wii earlier. And he was playing like the older courses and stuff, so like the N64, DS, that sort of stuff, and they reused the same music for those. And I remembered how like in Mario Kart 8, they just straight up re-perform all the music for that, even in the classic stages, and it works. It's really well done.
Yeah,
it's a unsung hero kind of thing. I like when it's done.
Mario has a lot of great music, so it's always really nice when they revisit it in later games.
Yeah, when you find a bad Mario song, it's like you found an artifact of history that's going to instantly make you $10 million. Like, it's just so rare.
Even some of those Mario is Missing tracks, kind of like,
they were all right.
Nice versions. There was like, I think San Francisco had like a really nice jazzy version of one of the tunes.
Yeah, I mean they were all remixes of the Mario World theme, which is good music, so you can't go wrong with
Either
that.
like the Mario World theme or like fucking Star World, which I suppose is like the same sort of deal, but it was just nice. It was nice.
Wait.
Now, if you want a game with really good music, Sonic Chronicles, absolute peak.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't even joke about that.
I'm sorry. And that's the most pissed I've ever made Skull.
Well, I mean, I'm being facetious, but
I know.
Hell, even Hotel Mario has good music.
Right.
Hotel Mario.
Compared to that, at least.
No. Cold.
Fish.
Fish.
Waters?
The waters? What are we doing? What is this? Why is this our conversation right now?
I don't know.
It's 11 o'clock.
What were we talking about before? So I liked the old packaging of the Pepsi cans in the early 2000s.
That was like...
I mean, that was a while ago.
We get all so true.
I really like Baja Blast. I am going to lose this race. I really like.
It's a good thing that you started talking immediately because, like, when you went, what were we talking about before? I was right about to go. Robotnik.
What are you doing? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Well, we can always talk about that again too. I mean, it's a welcome topic.
Well, yeah. So I was coming and.
I brought the diapers at Walmart.
No.
Dang it.
Then I died and had a bloody cum day.
Oh god.
You know what? It's gonna be so hard to watch Sad AM now. Every time Robotic's on screen. Or maybe any Sonic cartoon for that matter.
I've been thinking it ever since the Nostalgia Critic pointed it out.
Lower, lower. Oh, that's just delicious.
Oh my god.
Alright, Spidey here says, imagine if they made widescreen 2D Mario remakes, but only Mario is missing in Time Machine. God.
I'd want to kill myself.
That's something that they would do for Switch 2. Let's be real.
And then sell it to you for $90.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no fall damage.
Pay $100. No Mario.
Man, video games are really about to become luxury items.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emulation is good.
What was that? What'd you say?
I don't, what was what?
Did some goblin just come in and whisper something?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
They're not affiliated with us, Nintendo. Wink.
Wink.
Wink. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Cum diaper. Yeah.
Colonel.
Yeah, Colonel. I forgot to change my cum diaper. Yeah.
Colonel, I need to change my diaper. Colonel, it's the diaper chief.
The
Jesus
diaper
fucking
chief.
Christ.
What the hell?
Oh boy, Snake! I can't wait to change your diaper.
Oh my god. Let me do it for you.
I think Otacon's the one that needs it, considering their first meeting.
Oh.
Quit pissing, dog.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hey guys, what's going on? Oh God! Oh God! Hey guys, what's up? Oh jeez! Oh God.
What the fuck?
Fucking Christ!
Oh my god.
The things we say.
The things
My
I
god.
do for love.
And cum diapers.
It's just fucking Courage freaking out over a cum diaper now.
We-
A cum diaper.
I always wanted a cum diaper. My very first cum diaper.
The things they do for cum.
Hey, the first time I put on a cum diaper, it was really cold.
It was really cold.
And then it happened, and then it wasn't so cold anymore.
didn't change it.
This needs to stop.
We're doing this for Children's Hospital, by the way.
Well, how do you make children? Exactly.
Oh, God. Not with a cum diaper. That's for sure.
Jesus Christ.
I'm crying.
We'd like to
Oh my
remind you, we're
God.
all grown adults.
Yeah.
Some of us are in
Yes,
our
we
30s.
can say whatever the fuck we want.
Some of us are in our 30s.
Can you see why I was reluctant to bring it up here?
Well, it's okay. It's past
Well,
our
now you
bedtime
done
anyway.
fucked up, and now this is what you get.
We're all so men here.
Oh my God.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
My
my
head
stomach and-
hurts.
my stomach and I'm crying.
I'm a soul.
Old Godzilla was
man.
fucking around Tokyo City like a big playground.
And John
Eddie says this is worse than the OC thing. Oh God.
The what? The what
The
thing?
Uzi Saga.
Oh.
The OC Chronicles, where it was at least an hour of our Yoshi's Island marathon for Christmas 2.5
I was
years
there.
ago.
I was one of them doing it. So yeah.
Yeah, it was largely Trip and Rabid, but there's many an Ussy variation created that day.
Well, I mean, you can understand why, because Georgia was also present. So I mean,
Oh yeah,
that was a given.
it was. I think it was largely to kill Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for Georgia.
Making her laugh is one of the many blessings in life. So I mean, can you blame us?
The Georgianators.
Yeah.
Nice.
Her stomach was annihilated from laughing so much.
It was.
It disintegrated. It's dark.
Bitch.
Goodly says video games are about to become absolutely free, but you didn't hear it for free.
This is true.
And then Eddie says, I didn't know whether to laugh or unsubscribe. Oh.
Unsubscribe and then resubscribe.
You know what you can do is click that donation link and donate to the cause.
Donate $69.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
Yes. Beat out hater of Mutsky.
Oh yeah, beat up.
And they told me to beat it, so I did. And they said it was gross. They told me to beat it, then they told me to put my pants back on.
Oh my God. No.
Maybe I can't do
Oh,
that.
make up your mind.
And why does it look cold?
What does it look cool?
And then I did, but not because they told me to, but because it was cold.
That's definitely why my penis looked like that.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of forgot I had one. It was so cold, it was gone.
Felt numb.
So if you ever wanted to watch 5 people lose their minds, this is
the place for
This is the
you.
place. Brain rot at its
Oh my
finest.
God. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh, Peter.
oh, Peter. Sorry, that was an actual yawn for me. It wasn't me doing a voice. I'm sorry.
I get you. I get you.
That wasn't me being
Oh,
a silly, the Willy, Millie Vanilli.
Oh,
It is
what
getting
is
to be
this?
about
I'm
that
talking about vaginas.
What?
Wow.
This stream has had everything. Everything. It started It started with Rabbit's mom's like sneezing into the
That's right. Some of her doing the loudest wheeze.
After that,
the
we
loudest
knew it was gonna be a
wheeze
good
that like
night.
shook the galaxy. Yeah.
Shook the galaxy.
Well, this is Super Mario Galaxy, so that's
Yeah.
appropriate.
Oh man. Robbie Rotten.
Is she doing okay though?
That is a
Rabbit?
good
Yeah.
question.
Okay, good.
Her throat was just really dry, apparently.
Okay. My blessings.
Oh, it was dry.
It was dry. Because it's so cold.
Exactly.
Just go up to her, hey, Ma, you cold?
You're cold right now.
I gotta say, I do appreciate the Lazy Town references going on in chat right now. That is a very
yeah.
goated show.
We do love Robbie Rotten
yeah.
around here.
Oh man, what a great show.
Free?
As someone who had only ever really seen like clips, I gotta say Robbie Rotten is pretty goated.
Maybe soon I'll put that on the wheel. Maybe I should. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
There's like I forget exactly how it goes, but I know I've seen it a few times. There's like a fucking Tumblr screenshot post where it was like a screenshot of Robbie Rotten coming to like Stephanie's birthday or something, and it was like, I just find it so sweet that despite how much of a troublemaker Robbie Rotten is, he still thought to come to Stephanie's birthday, give her a gift or something.
No.
And then he's all nervous and giddy about, being at the party. Like, ah, man. You know, it really does seem to me that they just kind of accept Robbie Rotten as a part of the town.
Despite him being kind of a goof.
I cannot say I've actually like ever watched the show. Like Lazy Town came around after my time with Nick Jr. But that's
yeah,
how
by
it
the time it
feels
came
to
out,
me.
I was too old for it.
Yeah, that's how it feels to me. Is that they like, despite being annoyed by him, they're like, yeah, Robbie's still one of us, you know.
Yeah. I mean, well, now you have a reason to watch it because I told you to. Because you're in a call with me and I'm gonna screen share it probably.
Because you told me to.
Yeah.
Told me to.
There's one clip that I absolutely adore that started off like a compilation of Robbie Rotten clips that I saw one time where he's like getting himself prepared for like his me time, I guess. And he's like plops down on his chair and he's like, I've got my movie or whatever, and then like he just very aggressively like grabs a bowl of chips and puts it on his lap, and he's like, I've got my snack.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Legit, the only stuff I've seen of that show is the "You Are a Pirate" song and "We Are Number One."
That's all you need to see, really.
I figured, yeah.
You should listen to Ailstorm's cover of "You're a Pirate."
Oh yeah, they
Pretty
did
badass.
do. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already listened to their cover of the pirate song from Donkey Kong Country.
That is their superior cover.
Yeah, buddy.
So, but yeah. I think that it's called Pirate Scorn. I think it's still on my my on repeat playlist for Spotify, because like Spotify automatically puts songs that you listen to frequently into one playlist, and I think it put that on there, and it's been on there for like 2 or 3 years now.
I had first heard that cover from the fan animation by the same guy who later did the "Tip the Scales" song like a couple or so years ago.
Oh yeah.
I see Shay was referencing the.
Wait, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
The Lil Jon mashup.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Which is also a great video. It's a piece of cake to make a pretty cake.
What?
What?
Did you say okay?
Good Goodley says, when I was a kid, his makeup used to make me think Robbie Rotten was like a freak hybrid between the real human characters and the puppets.
I mean, maybe he was.
Like a human copulated with a puppet. The
I
puppets
mean, some
were
people
pretty,
are just freaks, you know?
the puppets on that show were pretty goddamn ugly, so I can believe it. And the town didn't accept him because of that, and he skulks around in the sewers.
I mean, you might be onto something.
Look at this cum that I just found!
That I just found.
Look at this diaper.
Jesus fucking
Look
Christ.
at this cum diaper that I just found.
Stephanie, Robbie was never meant to be born. We just like to leave him alone. God.
He's like the town's version of the Grinch, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
We'll just let him live elsewhere and try to forget he exists.
Yeah. Until he messes with us in our daily lives. And we somehow can't see through his very obvious disguises. Ooh, oh, God. Oh, dear Lord.
Gotta do the cooking by the boat.
No, you can't be lazy.
I remember one episode that I had on DVD. It was a Christmas episode, I believe.
Oh, man.
And it actually...
Robbie Rotten saves Christmas. Hell yeah.
It's exactly what happens, yeah. He becomes like a guest of honor at like their Christmas dinner and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then he forgets that he set up a giant snowball cannon to blast it in the direction where Sporticus was supposed to sit. But now he's sitting on the exact same seat where Sporticus was sitting. And so he kamikazes himself into the giant snowball and saves Christmas. It's a beautiful story, really.
Takes one for the team.
Wow.
Takes one, yeah. He sees that giant... Never mind.
Goodley says the show I had cannoned was a lot darker than the real one.
Oh.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, your Robbie Rotten backstory there, very reminiscent of, say, the Penguin in Batman Returns.
That
Where's the part
reminds
where
me.
Robbie Rotten bites the guy's nose off?
That reminds me. We gotta watch that Penguin series that came out not too long ago. We gotta finish it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we started watching it like weekly as the episodes came out. But then I guess our weekends became more and more busy as it came out. So
I guess so, yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we honestly should go back and just binge watch the whole show because it was really, really good.
It was, yeah. It's basically if they tricked me into watching The Sopranos with Batman characters.
Yeah. And I guess my enjoyment for games like GTA Vice City and Mafia has helped me learn that I seem to enjoy like mob-based entertainment, especially movies. So I guess that's why I like it. And also,
And
it's
you
the Penguin.
you would have loved all the movies in the 1930s.
Oh, really? Is there a lot of those?
Yeah. It was like the most popular genre for
I thought it
like,
was
15
westerns.
years. Westerns are a bit more 40s, 50s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say like the mob story was very popular in like the
That's where the
30s,
whole
early
"meh"
40s.
thing came from,
Yeah.
because everybody did that in all movies back then.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the 30s and early 40s were like a lot of it was usually either mob stories or like romance dramas.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then sometimes you get like an odd adaptation of a stage play or a piece of
Mhm.
literature.
Huh.
You know. Let's see here. Spidey says, OMG, I remember a really funny video titled something like, "This was supposed to be an original intro for The Sopranos," and it's just some old guy saying Tony Soprano like 20 times.
Oh.
Woke up this morning.
Got some gabagool. Then I woke up the next day. Got some gabagool.
For those who have seen The Sopranos, do you think I would enjoy The Sopranos? Because I've heard a lot about it. I've heard of it.
I've been interested in watching it for a while, but I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't actually seen it, but like, I think you'd probably like it. Yeah.
Hey, man. Maybe we'll put it on the wheel. Put it down in the group chat and pin it so we'll remember it.
It's like one of the first really super cinematic TV shows.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, darling. Please don't kill me.
Yeah, I think it's one of the first like more recent-ish HBO shows that really caught on big before like Game of Thrones and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Game of Thrones sucks. I haven't seen it, but it sucks.
It's stupid. It's
Then he takes
stupid.
out his wiener and goes.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Spidey/Eddie says El Sheridan Mutsky Club, the Tony Soprano video.
Hell yeah.
We've crossed the 2-hour mark, so let me just remind everyone here again. This is Extra Life Let's Go 3. We're here to raise funds for Corewell Health Children's Hospital in Royal Oak, Michigan, which is a part of the Children's Miracle Network Hospital System, of which Extra Life is a program. Each and every day, CMN hospitals treat 235 kids for diabetes, 295 babies in neonatal intensive care units, 2,128 kids for cancer, 2,329 kids for surgeries, and 16,200 kids with trauma. That adds up. That's quite a large number, and it takes a good amount of money to provide quality medical care, and equipment, medicine, supplies, training, and all that, along with some entertainment and service animal visits and whatnot, so that the kids can feel comfortable with long stays in the hospital. So it goes a long way, and every dollar helps. So if you feel so inclined, please do consider the donation, and we thank you very much for supporting us through this first event. You really exceeded our expectations here, and couldn't appreciate it anymore if we tried. So
Thank you very much.
Yeah. exactly.
Oh. Peanut butter banana sandwich, like.
So, I have an interesting story from my boss, or about my boss, rather, that I learned the other day. You sound very interested. So the other day, I was working a baseball broadcast, and the dude commentating the game joked, saying that since it was a kids' day game, so there's a lot of students there, but apparently there's a running joke amongst the players. They call it SpongeBob SquarePants Day because apparently they play the SpongeBob theme a lot at like the games to get the kids excited. And then he made the comment, "I don't quite like SpongeBob," and so I joked with my boss because we switched spots for him to take over, and I said, "We can't trust a man. He doesn't like SpongeBob." And so I kind of forgot that my boss was like 40, so SpongeBob was a little after his time. But what he said to me was a little jarring. He's like, "Yeah, by the time SpongeBob came out, I was a little older, and I thought it was too weird. I was more of a Ren and Stimpy kid." And I was like, "Bro, don't try and tell me that Ren and Stimpy was any better or SpongeBob was near as bad as Ren and Stimpy. Thankfully, he admitted that wasn't the case, but it still kind of caught me off guard.
This mission.
I get reminded of one of the streams that I did with my pal Vinny, where he was talking about like what he was and wasn't allowed to watch when he was a kid. Apparently, he had to beg to be allowed to watch SpongeBob, and the reason why is because his mom thought that it'd make him stupid.
Oh.
I remember that phase of not being allowed to watch certain shows, and at one point I think SpongeBob was one of them. I don't remember why, but later on I was, and I guess I thought it was like my dad didn't like it, but then he later on started referencing the show as if he liked it. He's like, I like SpongeBob. I like when he says karate, and I'm like, Dad, you didn't let me watch the show a month ago. What changed?
There was never really a point where I wasn't allowed to watch anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I think at least a few of my issues probably come from not being disallowed to watch some shows when I was a kid.
I guess so. I had some friends who weren't allowed to watch basically anything on Cartoon Network. And so, like, any time where there was, like, a downtime, we're just watching cartoons, they would always be like, oh, we're not allowed to watch that. It would be like Billy and Mandy or something. I'm like,
we can't watch Pokemon. It's the devil.
I wouldn't be surprised. Please, Babam, please. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's the thing about this mission. They fucking time you, but the bob-bombs take 1,000,000 years to explode.
Yeah. Oh my God! It's the devil because Mewtwo has 3 fingers.
That's the Satan salute.
Yeah. Did you see that video?
Yes.
Because I think I found out about it because like Chad Tronic reacted to it like a decade ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was. I was watching this just like fucking perplexed about the logic and reasoning behind it. Mewtwo has 3 fingers, so fucking what? Like,
yeah. And also, Ash has friends like Misty, who is a woman, or some random weird like shit like that.
Yeah, it was like I don't remember the entirety of it, but I wouldn't doubt that it had like some shit like that in there too.
And what was great when
the guy's argument made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever.
When I watched that video like 10 years ago, the ironic thing was I was watching with 2 of my friends, and their dad is like a pastor of a church. But he did not care that they liked Pokemon. I think he liked Pokemon too.
He rolled by, he was watching you guys watch this video, and he's just like, I like Pikachu.
Yeah, he's like, this is insane. He was like, he's straight up the coolest pastor ever. Like I have vivid memories of playing like Call of Duty Modern Warfare with him. Like he is so chill when it comes to video games.
You know, I remember my time in the military.
It was... Please.
Yeah, this mission is fucking dog shit, dude.
You can do it.
Why did I say I wanted to 100% this game? Why did I say this?
Hey, you know, when you're 100%ing a game, most of the... There are hardly any games out there... like from the 6th gen on, 5th gen on even, where like 100%ing it isn't like, you know, at least somewhat painful.
I guess, but I mean, I felt like this game was somewhat different because it's a game that I know so well, and I've done it a couple times before. So I mean, I don't know. I felt I was confident that I could do it.
You know, I've played Mario 1 hella amount of times, but you know, 8-4 took me a good while.
Please. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Daily bread. Thank you.
Yeah,
Amen.
Man.
Amen.
I use my Bible man powers.
Praise monkey dude.
That didn't take as long as I was expecting it to. I cannot tell you how many times I've done a stream and I'd be stuck on like one mission or one level with like a very tedious objective, and I'd be stuck doing it for a long time, losing my absolute mind. Parappa 1, anybody?
Oh man.
Oh God. Fucking cheap.
Oh my God. And y'all suffered through that. 2 of you plus Georgia.
It was so weird to experience not only that, but like I think it was around that time, like when you were doing that mission, that I started feeling whatever. I think it was COVID that I eventually came down with that weekend. I started feeling it coming on.
It made you sick.
Oh, dear.
Cheap infected you.
cheap gave me COVID.
Yep. Yep. That's.
Cheap is the name of my COVID.
I mean, I can't be convinced otherwise now. I think that's just the truth. But like it was because they messed up that part of the game, like the mapping of it, I think, and so you intentionally had to time it wrong to get it right.
Yeah, there's input lag in the newer version of the game, so like they adjusted every level to accommodate for that, except for cheap. So... and they never patched it to fix it later.
No, because they released it for like PS4, and they could have easily had an update for it, but no. So, a large chunk of our stream playing through both Parappa 1 and 2, just like a big 45-minute section right in the middle of it.
It took you like an hour and a half, I think.
It was cheap, and me losing my mind, me wanting to kill myself, just playing through cheap, and then the jubilation that we had in that VC when it was finally over.
She laid so many fucking eggs.
Like, I don't think I've heard Rabid so genuinely excited until that was over. It was like our reactions to us to that being done was incredible.
I was like, oh!
Yeah. You're like, oh my God!
Eddie says, I don't remember that stream, but I probably said something stupid in chat.
I mean, that's just standard.
Let's see, because you had only been watching my channel for a little bit by that time. Were you watching Trip's channel?
Spidey's been a regular for a while, I feel like. He had to have been at that point. Because it wasn't that long ago.
Well, you say that, but it was 2 years ago.
Still, I mean, we could be talking about a 2019, 2018 stream.
Oh, man. Those. Goodness. The original Star Fox Adventures playthrough.
Oh, God. When you were sick as a dog.
Yeah.
And my mom crashed the stream.
But that was after... Because that playthrough did last a while, too.
True.
So I think... We started... oh, no, it was Mario World for my birthday. That you did.
Oh yeah.
You wanted to do my favorite game first, so we did Mario World, and we started Star Fox Adventures, I think, in the summer. And like the summer was when I started getting better. Because I remember like the one that your mom crashed was like around your birthday, and by then I was nominally all right.
That's strangely good memory, because I didn't even think about it was around the time of my birthday.
I have a weird gift with long-term memory, in most respects. You'd think that one of them would be like the time that I met Rabid, because he's like my longest tenured internet friend, and I cannot remember the exact moment that I met him. It's either one of two things, and I don't remember which one.
I mean, most of the people that I know now and I'm really close with, I don't even fucking remember how I met them. So, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. That's a normal thing.
Rabid's like one of the weird exceptions for me, because like I can remember for most of my close friends.
Huh.
Like for you, for instance, you followed over to one of my streams after a Sonic song one.
Oh, and I was instantly
That is
like,
where
this
we
is
met.
much better. I stuck around. I think that's true, yeah.
It is very true.
That had to
April
be-
2018.
What the fuck? You even remember the exact...
Damn.
I know you looked up the exact date one time, but I like
Oh,
I don't
not.
I don't know the day, but I do know it was April of 2018.
Bro remembers like the month and year. I'm scared of you. You probably know my social security number right now.
I can assure you I don't know
He
your
has
social
your IP
security
address.
He does have my IP. He has a photocopy of my driver's license. He has the numbers for both of my credit cards and my debit card. He knows.
God damn, school. Calm
He
down,
knows
boy.
the exact amount of money in my bank account right now.
You broke? No, I'm kidding.
Well, not anymore.
Two-liter machine broke.
He burnt my shake.
He had enough to donate like $45 total to the cause.
25.
Well, I mean,
25?
to be fair, even at my brokest, I've still donated and stuff and bought you things. I've done this for
Yeah.
multiple people.
Well, I don't want you to break the bank.
I
Like-
did break the bank many times a few years ago, but now that I have like a steady job and other things that pay me pretty well, or at least pretty well as in better than I used to, I'm actually like more financially comfortable, not to the point where I can like buy a car or something, but I mean to the point where I can support stuff like this that are important. So, without going hungry. So,
Well, that's good.
I'm comfortable to a point where I can.
Eddie, I cannot possibly know how many fingers you're holding up.
Yes, you can. You're God.
12.
Forgot.
12.
I'm gonna go with 6.
2, and they're both your middle fingers.
Oh man.
Who was
Money Mole's
close?
cousin Rocky Wrench.
Yeah.
Skull, who was close?
What?
Asking Skull who was close. When it
Who was close to the fingers?
Well, apparently Trip was right on because Eddie said yes, both middle fingers.
Oh, you basic bit. No, I'm kidding.
Because I'm the goat. I'm your boy the goat.
Boo! No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Actually, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. At first, I thought that was a random funny thing that I could say. Then I remembered that I've said it before, so maybe I shouldn't. Never mind. Joke aborted.
Retreat.
Retreat. Thankfully, that was an era that I will never go into again because I have better things to do.
It's okay.
I remember when I had a lot of free time.
What is free time?
I don't know. Haven't felt it in over a year. Dude, I couldn't even tell you last time I went on vacation. I'm not even kidding.
Damn
Same.
right.
It's
Or
been a
naps. Give me nap.
Would family visits count? Cause like you've
while. No.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, for that one part of your family, you have to go out of state, and I know you've done that like a couple times.
Well, I mean, we couldn't even do that
recently.
this year, so possibly. Because I guess we do like fun things, like we go to the mall and shit. But that's not much of a vacation. It's just going somewhere else.
Outing
Very little
time.
relaxation.
Vacations are supposed to be fun.
Okay.
It's the flying vacation.
I. What?
It's the flying car. What, you wouldn't suck a dick for the flying car?
Oh gosh.
That is the most amazing way I could have collected a coin.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even
Develop
trying to go for it, but I
on
got it.
stream.
That was sick. Oh, man.
Also clip worthy.
No.
Beyblade.
Now I'm gonna do it because you said that.
Beyblade!
Let's fight
Oh,
an epic battle. Face off and spin the metal. No time for doubts. No, there ain't no backing down.
Oh my god.
Beyblade, let it rip.
That's what I was about to, because like there is that like generational divide. So Rabbit and I have Beyblade, and then you guys have Beyblade, let it rip.
And for both of our perspectives, we both think that we have the better one.
You know, I do have to note that the Beyblades of Rabbit and I's generation, I think, were legitimately better than.
I knew it.
Like I'm talking purely the toys because I didn't really like get into the shows, so like I have no idea about those. But like, like I remember looking in toy aisles because I used to like frequent Toys R Us back when like Beyblade made that comeback in the early 2010s, and I would always look at them and be like, Jesus Christ, why'd they make these so fucking small? I remember them being very decently sized when I was a kid.
Back in my day.
I specifically remember it was like 2010 and 2011 when those really became huge. And a lot of times, like if my friends came over or if I visited my friends, we would bring our Beyblades with us. And we would like take them apart and then put them back together with like different pieces of each one and like really customize and try out each one. It was a really, really fun experience.
Yeah, that was cool about Beyblades, even with like say our generation. They encouraged customization by having a lot of common parts that you would attach certain pieces to.
Have I told you the way I hunted down a very specific episode of Beyblade for like a very kind of niche reason?
I think I was in a call with you when you did that.
Yeah. So
this is like a very vague memory, but it's coming back to me.
So I'll just retell the story. I recalled being in a hotel room once, like Saturday in 2011, and I remembered that I was staying in said hotel to go to like a game that was happening on that Saturday night. And I vaguely remember like waking up early that morning, turning on Cartoon Network and watching like Beyblade and Pokemon. It was like Pokemon Black and White. But I wanted to kind of go on a bit of a nostalgia trip and figure out what it was, like which specific episodes that I watched. So what I did is I found my ticket from the game and it had the date on it. It was like November 26 or 20 something, 2011. And so I was like, okay. Then I searched that date, Cartoon Network. Somehow, some way, the schedule for that entire day on Cartoon Network has been archived online. You can't like go as far as like clicking on the actual show and watching it, but it will show you what time the show played, what show it was, and what episode played. And so I could go on and look up what episode it was on like Netflix or whatever. The fact that we can do that was actually really, really sick. And I kind of want to do it again just so I could rewatch those Pokemon and Beyblade episodes.
Nice.
But it was fun. It was really cool to like kind of go back on that and slightly relive 2011.
I also remember Bakugan was one.
Oh, you're fucking Bakugan.
I remember back when I watched the original Beyblade show. It was on ABC Family of all places.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it was. The only thing I remember about it was that theme song. I remember
Yeah.
wanting to watch it, but I think like every time that I did, I either had to go and do something, or fell back asleep because it was summer vacation.
There was that and Metabots, which I liked a lot more.
Oh yeah, Rabid. Like I remember
I
the
showed you a few
designs.
episodes a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remembered seeing the designs around when I was a kid, like every now and then for Metabots, and then he introduced the show to me proper like a couple years ago, and I fucking loved it. We need to continue that.
Oh yeah, I'd be down for that.
Brass best bot,
It's called
best character
Metabots?
overall though is referee guy.
Oh yeah, I love referee guy.
Mr. Referee, that's his name. Yes.
Yeah. That's his government name.
So, asking for the people who may or may not be uninformed here, what is Metabots?
It's sort of like a Pokemon like, much in the vein of Beyblade, I guess. But it's a lot more like wacky and comedic.
Yeah. So in Anime Town or whatever it's called, like it's the norm for kids to have a Metabot, which is more or less a robotic companion. And some of them just do handiwork or whatever, but a lot of them fight.
Okay.
And when they fight, they got to do like a wager of some kind. So like the winning Metabot gets like a part of the losing Metabot. So it's kind of got some Mega Man in there as well.
Yeah, and that's an adaptation of a game, which is straight up a Pokemon ripoff if you look at it. And that was also an aspect of that game, so you can kind of just like put together your own robots and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a really fun show.
Yeah, and like no matter like where it is or like what the circumstances of the battle are, Mr. Referee will always pop up to officiate the fight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's like what's his name in Yakuza? You know his name. The announcer guy.
Oh yeah.
No, what's his name? Shit.
I don't know.
Dolce. Remember him from the radio?
What were the circumstances of that?
He's there for the Cabaret Club Czar battles, and he just kind of shows up at your cabaret and like announces the night. Yeah.
Well, that's like very specifically one place. Whereas, like in the show, like they could be in fucking like the sewers or like a blimp or something, and he'll just pop up out of nowhere.
That is amazing.
They could be in outer space, and Mr. Referee will find a way to just materialize there.
I would absolutely be down to watch that sometime. That sounds amazing.
Anyway, we just won. We just beat Bowser. Is the game over now?
Rabbit, what were the enemies called?
Oh god.
The Team Rocket-esque fuckers.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were called, but like they're in kind of like these little sort of like ninja gimp suit sort of things.
Oh.
Well,
let's see.
They had a really fucking amazingly stupid name.
Yeah. Like they're even more incompetent than Team Rocket is. Like they're that pathetic. The Rubber Robo Gang, that's it.
That's what it was.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yay!
Like one of their evil plans in one episode is to just like turn the entire city into a ninja themed amusement park.
Oh man.
2.5 hours in, we've only got like what 25 stirs.
We're 1/6 of the way through, boys.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
But then you got to do it again as Luigi. We said that we would do it again as Luigi.
We will.
Right?
Oh yeah, 1/12 of the way through, boys.
Yeah. Hey, man.
This is gonna be a long series.
It's not gonna be a long series. We've been going for 2.5 hours. It's now midnight, so I need an eat.
God. Same.
This is a good stopping point, really.
It is getting to be about that time. So yeah, I think we're gonna pack away Mario Galaxy for now. We'll be back at it later. We'll be back at Donkey Kong 64 sometime later as well.
I would like to say as well that we waited so long to continue Yakuza streaming. They made a new version of Yakuza 0.
Oh shit. But gosh, with let's see, the last one was about 5.5 hours, more than actually, and then this was 2.5 hours. So thank you for joining us for this 8 hours, more or less, of stream. And again, would like to thank you guys, the viewers, for helping us not only reach the goal but fucking blast it away.
For real.
Yeah, we're
More
over
than
a third
double.
away from our year goal now. So hey, you know, good shit. And we'll figure out what to do for the summer event, and you know, give you the deets when we come up with that. And just thank you all for the support. For those who donated and are eligible for the voice clip raffle, I'll get that done tomorrow and let you know, and whatnot. Give you the options and everything. So yeah, that covers it here today. Just a big thanks for you know, the rousing success that this was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll do it for us, everyone. So in alphabetical order, or at least in the stream order. So I've been skull902.
Trip.
Rabid. Yeah.
That guy is in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And M was a part of the festivities as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye bye, everybody.